GOP as a party is in a lot of trouble. And how do I know that? Because I actually slaved and suffered through the debate last night.
I can't.
And so you're going to get a little taste of just how sad.
Can I see how he ruins it? My happy, ignorant bliss about that. First of all, you guys know I don't watch debates because they're not debates. They're political theater. And
I wouldn't even call it theater anymore. It's become such a sad state of affairs that I wouldn't call this.
If you bring back the League of Women Voters to hosting debates, have them be actual debates, I would watch them.
Here we go.
As the UN ambassador, you literally put $50,000 on curtains in a $15 million subsidized location. Next.
You got bad information on the curtains. Do your homework, Tim, because Obama bought those curtains.
Did you send them back?
It's in the press.
Did you send them back?
It's the State Department.
Did you send them back?
Did you send them back? You're the one that works in Congress.
Oh my gosh.
You get it
You
done.
hung them on your curtains.
They were there before I even showed up at the residence.
Joe Biden doesn't belong on a picket line. He belongs on the unemployment line.
Compete against BlackRock. Excuse me.
No.
To compete against BlackRock, I made a commitment that we would never do business in China. And I will say something.
Yes. I think you have more than time to explain your point.
Well, if I was interrupted by a lot of people here, and I want to be respectful because I believe these
you
are
weren't
good
respectful
people,
last debate.
but I do not believe in these. We're sitting here in the Reagan Library.
Yes, I wish you
in
did
the
not
honor
think it was
of Ronald Reagan's library. If I may, from one admirer of Ronald Reagan to another.
Which one of you on stage tonight should be voted off the island? Please use your marker to write your choice on the notepad in front of you. 15 seconds starting now. Of the people on the stage, who should be? I'm absolutely serious.
With all due respect, I mean, we're here, we're happy to debate, but I think that's disrespectful to my fellow competitors.
Nobody wants to participate.
Let's do some questions.
No, but I'll certainly tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I think I've been the only one on this stage who's been clear about this. I vote Donald Trump off the island right now. And the reason I vote him off the island,
any of the people on the stage.
You know what? Every person on this stage has shown the respect for Republican voters to come here to express their views honestly, candidly, and directly, and to take your questions honestly. I have respect for every man and woman on this stage because they've done it. Vivek, put your hand down for a second, would you? I still got time, dude. So chill out. Here, look,
Mr. Ramaswamy. TikTok is banned on government-issued devices because of its ties to the Chinese government. Yet you joined TikTok at a dinner with boxer and influencer Jake Paul. Should the commander-in-chief be so easily persuaded by an influencer?
So the answer is I have a radical idea for the Republican Party. We need to win elections. And part of how we win elections is reaching the next generation of young Americans.
The next question is for Governor DeSantis.
We can get certain things done. If we want to get things done, here's how we get it done in Washington. We must find a way.
Can we please respect the time?
This is why I don't watch debates, because that is not, first of all, it's barely watchable. The only person in that clip that I saw that came off remotely decent, ironically, was Ron DeSantis, who was the flat out one to say, I'm not playing a game of voting people off the island, which I thought that, I can't believe that they would do that. And of course, Chris Christie's there, yeah, I'll vote someone off the island. But it's absurd. That is so ridiculous. And you know what? And then give it back to the League of Women Voters. Let the league handle this. Good grief.
3 minutes, and you saw exactly what the overall makeup of the entire debate was. Nothing.
Well, first of all, there's too many people. A debate is two people. A debate is one side and another side. That's a debate. That is a circus. And if you had a real debate, you would do a couple at a time. That's how you do it.
That is the worst debate they've ever seen. I would say that it's pretty bad, but it also shows you that Trump has no competition.
No,
at all.
He wins. He wins by not being there.
He wins by not being there.
And he knows that. They look like a whole bunch of fools. It's like they're the dwarves.
Vivek.
They're the seven dwarves.
May have had look, Vivek did not have the impact that he had in the first debate. There's no question about that. Nikki face planted. Mike Pence shouldn't even be in politics.
It seems to me that he talks without moving his face.
Well, yeah.
He talks without his mouth moving.
Very rigid.
That man.
Yeah, he's
one bathroom stall away from a scandal.
He's a true believer.
Yeah, I think that he's repressed and
maybe he is
one bathroom stall away.
There's a lot of them that are like that, unfortunately. But what you took away from this debate is that there is no real solutions or substance or anything. You talk about the fact that this is at Ronald Reagan's library. I don't know. Ronald Reagan did a lot of things that really set this country back, like the reduction of the top marginal tax rate, like the firing of the air traffic controllers and breaking labor. Like,
yeah. But yeah, everybody's always, I think, overly revered Reagan. Always.
Yeah.
Always. I don't, because he was the first kind of like modern era 80s capitalism, corporatism, the end of the Soviet Union. Like he was that sort of the first president of that whole new age.
Yeah, he was part of 80s pop culture.
Yeah.
There's no question that he was, and he handled it very well, but that doesn't mean he governed well.
The Jelly Bellies was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love my Jelly Bellies.
The Jelly Bellies were good. I am a fan.
But you cannot deny that a lot of the policies that he enacted really set this country in the wrong direction. There are times where it makes sense to cut taxes, but then it makes sense to raise them again because there's a thing called shifting markets. When it's in a bull market, you raise taxes. When it's in a bear market, you reduce taxes. Unfortunately, we live in a country now where you reduce taxes forever.
Well, is that any different than like taking away the cost of living adjustment for the labor worker, for the union workers, but then sort of thinking that they don't get that back ever?
Yeah.
Like you don't get that back. Like you just forego that and you just don't get that.
And good point about what Richard just said. When you have Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom, among other people, talking about how great Reagan is, we've said for the longest time, the Democratic Party of today is the Republican Party of yesteryear.
Yeah, the Reagan Republicans.
They are. And so when is the shift going to come back for workers? Well, we're working on it now. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn which party it comes in.
No, I don't
Just
either.
let it happen.
Yeah.
Because workers are going to have their day in the sun. It's going to happen. It's too obvious now. Like you said, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. And that's at the stage that we're at now. So when you're watching this debate and you're listening to their so-called solutions to problems that are happening in this country.
Did they ever give any?
Of course. Terrible solutions.
What are their solutions?
Like with healthcare.
Oh.
Let people individually negotiate for their health costs. That may be and Nikki Haley said that.
Well, but these are people that want to privatize everything. I mean, they want to profitize everything.
Everything.
Yet what's interesting is the people that seem to not be about any sort of government anything, but yet they believe the government should be able to be in my house and in my business and in my body.
Well, that's the hypocrisy.
Right? So, that's the thing. at least be consistent. If you believe in big government, then it sort of would make sense that you think government should control my body, but you don't get to say you believe in small government, but then they should be controlling my body.
Touche.
I don't understand. But again, I'm so angry right now.
There needs to be an evolution in both political
revolution.
parties.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.